Goes down low to Bonna, double team, follow away 10-footer, left baseline is good.
This season, Utah State is off to their best start in 30 years, and they are proving that the Spectrum is a tough place to play, not only for men's basketball. The Aggie women are sitting at 3-0 at home and are turning some heads as we approach conference play. One thing that hasn't gone unnoticed, however, is the impact 3 international players are having at Utah State. Australians Alice Coddington, Stacey Howard, and Senegalan Bonna Diop are combining for 17 points and 12 rebounds per game for Utah State. Aggie head coach Reagan Peebley has been involved with international players from her days in college and her career in the WNBA.
I think in general, just the way the international basketball system's set up, there's a tendency where they're more fundamental. They've grown up learning within a club system that teaches a lot of fundamentals. They also tend to see the game almost more professionally, just because you could get a pink slip at any time from your coach, even when you're in 9th, 10th grade. And so they approach the game with a little bit more of a professionalism sometimes. It's not always. But I think the biggest difference is just an appreciation for this opportunity. They don't have scholarships overseas. They don't have an opportunity to have their school paid for through their talents. And so they really, I think, make the most of their 4-year career here.
USU has shown their diversity in recruiting. The Aggies have players from hometown Hiram, Utah, Alaska, Hawaii, Vancouver, Canada, and the previously mentioned Australia and Senegal. Perhaps one of the more eye-popping stories on the team is that of 6'6" Bonna Diop. Bonna is from Senegal but transferred to Kurashiki Suisho High School in Japan, where she averaged 40 points and 12 rebounds a game.
Oh, that was kind of, the first time I get there, people was looking at me, touching my skin because most of them never saw black people.
Bonna took Suisho High School from 18th place to 3rd place in her first year in Japan. She wasn't done there. In her senior year, Suisho High went all the way to the semifinals of the Japanese National Championships, where Bonna received her 3rd straight National Player of the Year award. Without a doubt, Utah State's Alice Coddington has been a keystone for the Aggies this year, averaging just under 10 points and 3.8 rebounds per game, and she is well on her way to amass her steal count from a year ago at 51.
Actually, I do enjoy it here. I don't necessarily enjoy the snow, but it's fun now. A little bit when you're inside. It's pretty to look outside and see it, but it's cold and it's definitely different to Australia, and it's weird having winter being Christmas time, because in Australia it's always summer and you go to the beach, have barbecues, but so that's a little bit different. But Utah I really like, and everyone's really friendly here, especially Logan's a great town to have a college in, and I'm glad I really chose a school that was surrounded by a great town like Logan.
Alice didn't say if she missed the uniform she wore for the national team in Australia, but she did warn me that they may be a bit humorous to Americans. She did inform me of some must-have Australian foods that she misses dearly.
Lamingtons, which are it's kind of like sponge cake, I guess, and it's surrounded with chocolate stuff, and it has coconut on the chocolate. And if you ever get the chance to go to Australia, I'd definitely have a lamington. And they have these biscuits called Tim Tams, which actually Stacey the other day found knockoff of Tim Tams at Smith's Marketplace, so I'd get to those.
Believe this statistic or not, Stacey Howard shot 80% from behind the arc a year ago, and this year she is contributing to the team's success even more. Stacey sat down with XXL to discuss the differences between international basketball and American basketball.
I think it's a lot more fundamental, the little things are really important, and over here it's just kind of the end result is the most important kind of thing, you know what I mean?
Stacey is no stranger to athleticism. Her brother Brad is a professional football player in Australia. Stacey is transferring her love of the Australian beach over to collegiate basketball. She won a junior college championship and is quickly becoming a force to be reckoned with in the Western Athletic Conference. So as the race goes on to see which school can recruit the best international athlete, rest assured Aggie fans, Utah State is a step ahead of the rest. With XXL Sports, I'm Ted Stokes.
Right side, down low to Bonna. She'll turn, little 10-foot jumper in the paint is good. Bonna